morning, John. Good afternoon. Well, my message is don't be complacent and don't be caught out just because the sun's shining at the moment. That very cold wintry weather's on the way and there will be snow for eastern parts of the country. The area of low pressure is going to slip away southwards during the course of the next 24 hours and you can see the snow coming in there as the winds swing around to the northeast. Biggest chance of problems from that snow eastern areas of the country, more particularly probably East Anglia and eventually the southeast. Now we had some really wet weather swinging southwards during the course there, and a lot of showers have been packing in behind it, and there comes the rain, sleet and snow already swinging down from the northeast. So the rain and sleet is beginning to turn to snow in that northeastern corner of Scotland. For the rest of the country, although some areas are dry and bright, some sheltered spots may stay that way. It is going to be basically a very showery afternoon, some quite heavy ones with hail and thunder, snow over the hills, and more of that rain and sleet turning to snow in the east and north of Scotland, where temperatures will continue to drop. It's going to feel quite cold today because it is going to be very windy just about everywhere. During tonight, that band of rain moves southwards, eventually turning to snow in many of those eastern parts of the country, and there could be quite a bit in places, and that snow, of course, especially over the hills, drifting in those strong winds. So problems in the rush hour, especially in the southeastern corner, but even snow showers continuing in many other northern and eastern areas, temperatures dipping to around freezing. Bitterly cold northeasterly winds across many parts of the country tomorrow. Again, it's the southeastern corner, I think, where most of the snow is likely to be showery probably for much of the time, but a fair scattering of snow showers in other parts, especially in northern and northeastern parts, and a very cold day to come and a widespread frost to come tomorrow night. Those northeasterly winds persisting through Tuesday, but by that time the snow showers getting rather lighter and less frequent and mostly confined to that southeastern corner. So for the rest of the country, some fine weather with some sunshine, but again another sharp frost to come overnight. Weakish fronts pushing into northwestern parts around the middle of the week, bringing somewhat less cold weather and some rain, possibly sleet or snow over the hills to those northwestern areas. The last of the snow flurries clearing away from the southeast. Otherwise a fair amount of fine weather, but again we find frost night and morning, except in the northwest where it will be turning somewhat milder. And then that weakish front giving a little bit of rain, sleet and snow before I think it eventually fizzles out.